TV. Welcome to Good Morning Uganda Extra. I'm Robert Chirabo Nyonyintono, and today we are going to be handling issues regarding the World Population Day, but also a number of factors regarding Uganda's population and how best can we make good use of it. We shall also look at the ability to achieve our goal of 2040, the 10-fold growth strategy. Is it achievable? How can we achieve it? Now, joining me on set, I have, at the extreme end, I have Dr. Hamis Mugendawala, who is the Senior Manager, Population and Social Development Planning at the National Planning Authority. Doctor, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Officer, National Planning Authority. Oh, Katumba.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Very much, I'm here. Thank you, UBC.
It's a pleasure having both of you, with whom we are going to be discussing issues of the population and more so the World Population Day. Now, to kickstart it, every 11th of July, countries around the world celebrate World Population Day. Now, Dr. Amis, for the ordinary Ugandan, why should they even care about this day?
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. You know very well that National Planning Authority currently is the national coordinator of all population programming, which was previously a function of the National Population Council before. Every 11th of July, the world. But for Uganda, it's even more important given the demographic dynamics that the country has. Mr. Moderator, you will know very well that currently our population is approximately 47 million. And we know very well that a majority of this population is quite young. Actually, our population, 73% of them are youth. And one stark statistic that is so distinct with Uganda's population is that 50% of it are children 18 and below, meaning they were born between 2008 and now. And we know very well that we are sending more children in school as we speak. About 15 million Ugandans are in school. And we as well are having some population challenges in regard to teenage pregnancies. There is a time when we had the youngest grandmother in the country. That was in Butareja. At around 27 years, someone became a grandmother. And in most places, you find young girls as far as 10 to 11 years being pregnant.
10?
Yes.
11?
Now, within the government priorities, building a formidable human capital is one of the greatest priorities that the country has focused on. Now, what does this mean? It means that population issues should be a concern to everyone. Why? Because everything that we do it for the people. And given that we have a very young population, there are very serious deliberate efforts that we have to put in place to ensure that this youthful population is transformed into capital that later will yield a return. And in this, on this 11th day, we are reflecting on whether we are doing enough. We are reflecting on issues of, does every child in Uganda that is supposed to be in school accessing school? Does every mother who needs to deliver or needs to visit a health center having access to a health center? We are reflecting on issues of, does every young man that is transitioning into the job market having a decent job? Because you know, Mr. Moderator, whereas we have a big population of youth, the recent census indicated that about 51% of our youth are regarded as neither in employment nor in education or training. Now, we have to keep on reflecting on how do we transition this category of youth into jobs. So there are quite a number of population issues that we reflect on this World Population Day. And that's why every Ugandan should be concerned for that day.
Before I give you a temporary rest, let's also look at the theme in connection to that. Now, this year's World Population Day theme is unlocking the potential of Uganda's population through technology and research to drive sustainable development. Now, when you look at this theme, it's quite long, unlocking through research and technology. One, why was it chosen? And is it in line with the government's priorities, say the National Development Plan 4?
Okay. So, Mr. Moderator, we know very well that Uganda as a country has made a commitment to grow the Ugandan economy 10 times by 2040. Because it's the only way we can keep pace with the growing population. It's the only way we can reduce poverty to the lowest levels. It's the only way we can create incomes for households to a tune that we have suggested in the plan. And growing the economy tenfold is not something that you can do as business as usual. And so to do that or to achieve that commitment that the government has put in place, it will require increasing productivity of every factor of production. The way people do work, that is labor, has to change. Meaning that the times that you are at UBC will have to grow, and the level of the amount of work that you are producing at UBC will have to multiply by by a factor of 10. It means that the person who is growing coffee, in order to contribute to the tenfold, will have to grow their production by a factor of 10. But also, it means is that we have to increase what we are getting from what we produce by adding value. And His Excellency the President has been a significant promoter of value addition and you've seen a lot of policies to this effect. We've banned export of raw materials in minerals, export of raw coffee. So it's only value addition that can make us multiply what we've been getting towards the tenfold. Now, to achieve that, it means that we must accelerate innovation such that this helps us in production value addition, marketing, storage of commodities. You know very well that Uganda loses a lot of its produce through post-harvest handling. We are using rudimentary methods. So this theme was chosen because we know very well that to achieve a tenfold, technology and research are the promise. Because they will help us increase productivity of the factors of production. It means that by investing in research, we are going to get more evidence, to get more innovation, such that we can help farmers with the different innovation. You've seen Mackay University has invented many things, the electric car, they've invented the tick vaccine, and all this is through research. And the government has prioritized research, especially in the academia. We are putting between 30 to 40 billion shillings. I wouldn't say that that's enough, but depending on where we are coming from, that is a very significant signal towards where we want to go. And you've seen that through investing in research, a lot of innovations have come out. We are now also investing in a lot of research infrastructure. We have the Uganda Industrial Research Institute, where young people go and innovate, and their innovations are incubated towards commercializing the products and services that they want to give. So this theme is just a reminder that without harnessing and leveraging technologies and research, the tenfold will remain in words. And His Excellency has been steadfast on this. We have put a science policy in place where we are emphasizing science, technology, engineering, and math in schools. Government now is paying scientists better, and they are creating more infrastructure. We have increased internet penetration, and you now know that we've increased the internet backbone to close to 5,000 kilometers of now, which will help us to even achieve e-governance, which government is looking towards. That local government, central government be connected and services go e. So this theme is trying to remind us that towards that, technology and research must be leveraged. Thank you, moderator.
Now that well explained regarding the theme, this year's theme of World Population Day, Katumba.
Yes.
Now, National Development Plan 4 is the first of the three that is looking at the tenfold strategy.
Yes.
And of course, many Ugandans are wondering, 2040 seems very near.
Definitely. It's not
Now, as the National Planning Authority, what strategies have you put in place to ensure that this does not remain a mere dream? And what does it mean to the ordinary Ugandan watching us?
Thank you very much, Mr. Nyonyintono, first of all, for the opportunity offered to us as National Planning Authority. But you may even find some ordinary Ugandans out there now asking, what is this National Planning Authority, which is here in studio today? I think it is very critical and important for us to let them know that National Planning Authority established national development plans of the country are developed. Of course, you already know that we have local government and then we have the central government. So whatever that is happening there in terms of planning and development must be integrated. And when it's integrated, we come up with these plans as National Planning Authority. So people should know that we are talking about an agency of government that is dealing with planning and the development of budgets. And without this, of course, if you don't have a budget and you've not planned, I will remind you of what my teacher told me in the 90s, that failure to plan is planning to fail. So Uganda must plan. So that put aside, I agree with the submission so far put across as we celebrate the World Population Day. We've talked about the theme, very right, and we're looking at technology, science, and all that Dr. Hamis Mugendawala has talked about. But fundamentally speaking, it should be noted, and from His Excellency the President's submission, that he wants every Ugandan to participate in the money economy. It doesn't make a meaning when other people are counting money and for you are counting air. This is what the president is saying. People should not only work for Ekida Kionka. I think you've heard of that, that statement. Ekida means the stomach. Some Ugandans are only working for the stomach. But it is not only the stomach. We have other needs. How are you going to look at basic care, maintenance, school fees, debt bills, in energy and what have you? So this is why government has come up with a strategy to grow Uganda 10 times, the tenfold strategy, in the sectors of the economy, to ensure that we have good roads. An ordinary Ugandan must know what this means. To ensure that we have good roads, we have hospitals that can offer service, we have schools with the facilities, we have energy flowing, that's the electricity, less load shedding. We don't want a situation whereby the number of times electricity is off is more than when it is on. So this is what it means. You see, when you talk in terms of figures, growing a $500 billion economy, an ordinary Ugandan may not know. So we need to break it down and say, what does this then mean? It means for you to travel from your home to where you are going to work, to your village, when you're on tarmac, or you are madam of first class. You're on madam of first class. That is what it implies. It also implies that we must have a constant flow of power to enable production take place. If power is always off, then production will not come. We are also talking about having innovations in school, funding those innovations, funding research, because research helps you to take good decisions. Why are things happening the way they are happening? So the moment you get that, then you are going to develop policies that speak to your development. You are going to develop policies that speak to your direction. This is why we are saying the National Development Plan is a roadmap, is a guidance for us to move. Because you see, we must have a road on which to move. And that is why we are coming up with this. That a population that is sick cannot do anything. So we need a strong investment in healthcare to see that the doctors are there in the hospitals, the medicine is there, the equipment required for people to take a test and do better diagnosis is also there. Now, how can you ensure that the greatest part of your population is in the money economy? This is the question everybody must ask. We are talking about a $500 billion economy to enable everybody to be part of the saturation of money. But then, how can people then get in? You must ensure that you are working so hard to industrialize the country, so that you can have youths, as Dr. Amis was saying. Uganda's population is now switching to close to 47 million people. But the greatest part of the population is the population of the youth. Would you be happy to see all youth loitering on the roads? We would be happy to see them work. This is why government is investing in strategic investments, like expansion of the industries, so that we can have a number of youths getting into. Now, a lot of investment is being done in oil to see that Uganda's oil is ready for production. A lot of things will be sorted. You will have employment. You will have the oil products. We shall have our petrol. We shall have our diesel. We shall have our gas. What does this mean? We now reduce on the cost engaged in importation. You know what that means? We want to ensure that we are producing and employment to our people. And as we offer employment to our people, they have something in the pocket. And you know, a rich person has bargaining power. A commodity will come on the market. But if you don't have bargaining power, you will not engage. So we are saying investment is being done there, supported with the private sector, to ensure that government has facilities to enable the private sector to thrive. The land issues, you've seen the government doing compensation to the people to enable industries be established. So these are the strategic investments we are trying to talk about to enable people enter into the money economy. Government must invest in the transport sector. to reduce the cost of doing business. You get a point here. If you are to move, take an example. If you are to move from Kampala to Mukono by road, how much time do you take? And if you are to move from Kampala to Mukono using a train system, first of all, you not face traffic jam in that sense. So government must invest there to ensure that we have quick transport. People don't spend a lot of time in moving. If we have good roads connecting the whole country, farmers will be able to access market in time. Because if I've produced my tomatoes, I've produced my mangoes, have produced pineapples, I need very little time to get into market before these things get bad. So now, where is the backbone? Where is the channel through which you go to reach the market?
So the perishables, not
the perishables will get rotten if at all the infrastructure is not in place. So this is where government is doing all it takes to ensure that we move into the money economy. Then there is also digital transformation. As I speak now, I'm being listened and watched by many million Ugandans.
Even in Karamoja.
Even in Karamoja. Why? Because of this technology. Government is investing in technology, in digital, to ensure that people can do business. You see younger people these days doing a lot of advancements on TikTok, on WhatsApp. This is the enabling environment we are trying to talk about, that government is investing in to enable production take place. And when production takes place, then people will be able to get some money and then live some kind of good quality life. Yes.
Now, here I want to bring in Dr. Hamis. During Katumba's submission, he talked of oil, he talked of many things that must be put in place. Now, 2040 is not very far. For example, he talked of oil, we shall have a few petrol and diesel. We need a refinery. We have not yet established that. We are going to be selling crude oil, transported to Tanzania as a raw material. When we talk about all these infrastructure programs, we have issues of corruption in this country where we are losing almost $1 trillion every year. Now, Doctor, what are those bottlenecks that you feel we must urgently address for us to be able, for these strategies that we've put in place, to be achievable?
So, what Ugandans need to know is that every economy has structural issues that it has to continuously address. But that doesn't mean that we have not made significant progress towards where we want to go. In NDP4, government has prioritized around 10 areas. But throughout the NDP4, you see that value addition in key growth areas is the rallying theme for the NDP4, and even to help us achieve the 10-fold growth. You know very well that Uganda is blessed. We have good land, we have minerals, we have the people, we have we have nature that we can sell. So in order to unlock these kind of blessings, there are critical investments that NDP4 has prioritized. But I just want to begin this way. Ugandans need also always to be told that the first investment that we should never compromise around is the peace and security. Because it has been the greatest bottleneck for our country previously, as you know our history. So we are investing in continuing to make our country peaceful and admirable, because you now see that whenever there are issues in the Congo, in other countries, Uganda is wherever they run to. But the other area that we are prioritizing to invest in towards the tenfold is value addition in the key growth areas.
And what are these key growth areas?
So the key growth areas, the acronym that we use that is interesting is ATMs. ATMs. It's like the ATM which gives you money. That is agro-industrialization, where we are saying, okay, can we support people who are in agriculture and those industries that are linked to agriculture achieve higher than what they've been achieving? And so there is prioritization in extension services, especially using technology. We are looking at increasing the use of fertilizers, because you know very well that our soils are getting older, even though they are fertile, but they are losing fertility. So agro-industrialization is one of the key growth areas that has been prioritized for investment. Then the issue of tourism, that is the T. You know that Uganda is blessed by nature, but we cannot just continue with that slogan. Ugandans are fond of always just riding on a slogan. We need to operationalize that slogan. And what we are saying is, how do we leverage the tourism industry to give us more than it has been giving? And our investments are going mainly to attract a lot of tourists, but quality tourists. And we want to lengthen their stay in the country by increasing the value chain of tourism. Because currently, tourists stay more in Kenya when they visit because of the longer value chain that they do have for tourism, and they stay less in our country. Now, the less tourists stay in a country, the less the money. So we want to lengthen their stay in the country to feel more comfortable to stay in our country. So that is the T. Now, M is manufacturing. And this touches on the issue of value addition. So our president has been at the helm of promoting value addition and creating small-scale industries as the heart of job creation. Many countries, including India, have developed because of cottage industries, where every home is a production and manufacturing place. And that is where we want to move, that for everything that you produce, can you add value to it through manufacturing? And we have a dedicated program around manufacturing and as well private sector development. That is now the M. Now the S is science, technology, and innovation. You know very well that science, technology, and innovation can help a country develop faster than even having just assets like minerals. And you now know that we have a full-fledged ministry which is domiciled in the office of the president. And there are a lot that this ministry is doing in terms of the vaccine economy, in terms of mobility. That is, we see products of Chira Motors. You know that we are going to be the suppliers of a lot of buses to African countries. You see a lot of electric buses in the country. The ministry has also innovated a shareable irrigation pumping system that is going to strengthen production within PDM. This irrigation pump, you just put in money and it gives you water, and you can share it with the others. Now, the other area of critical investment is reducing the cost of money.
Reducing the cost of money.
We are having a very big problem in the country that people who borrow are likely to lose their properties because of the high cost of credit. If you compare with other countries, I'm not saying that we should just keep comparing without looking at the different development levels of countries, but on average, our money is priced higher. And you've seen that government already has such that it can fund development, because the commercial banks are always profit driven, while development banks are development driven. They look at results. How do we lend in order to increase employment? How do we lend thrive? You know very well that Ugandans are entrepreneurial. I think we are the most enterprising population in the world. The challenge is that our enterprises do not go beyond 1 year before they die. And one of the causes of death of business is the high cost of money. And we've also put money in different through GROW, through microfinance, and our flagship product, which is the other investment, Mr. Moderator, that we are focusing on is the Greater Kampala metropolitan area. You know very well that Kampala is the face of Uganda. And we want that, the sitting room of Uganda, to be really a sitting room, that the moment I come to the Greater Kampala metropolitan area, I have already made a decision to stay. Now, currently, there are a lot of things that push away people from Kampala. We have a lot of traffic jam. You have borders that are not well streamlined, garbage, and a lot of these things tend to have a negative impact on our face. So, Mr. Moderator, these are some of the critical investments that we are looking at in order to break down the barriers that might stand in our way towards our tenfold growth strategy.
Well explained. These are barriers. If addressed, then we'll be getting there. Now, allow me have a water break. We'll return shortly.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Are you looking for a home away from home? Then this is the place for you. My name is Chini Kaji, and welcome to Hotel Le Confidential.
With 84 comfortable rooms where you can relax and feel safe. Each room has a lovely view of green vegetation, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and a tasty breakfast.
Children can have fun. You can also enjoy our world-class health club, spa, sauna, gym, boutique, and sky blue swimming pool.
Thank you for choosing Hotel Le Confidential, where every stay is unforgettable. Come and stay in comfort, right at home, today, tomorrow, and always.
My question is, what is the difference between rental tax and income tax? How comes I'm paying both taxes on my own premises? If you want to have a tin, but you are not making any income from your business, you should take on the obligation to continue filing your nil return.
Commissioner General, to invest in taxation. When people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation.
As banning groupage cargo clearance protects small traders who cannot afford to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned, or what we have stopped, is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
UBC Good Morning Uganda Extra.
Welcome back from that short break. You're still with us on UBC TV. It is Good Morning Uganda Extra. I'm Robert Chirabo Onyonyintono, and with me I have officials from the National Planning Authority. We are looking at the national or the World Population Day, celebrated every 11th of this month. Now, very interesting. Usually we had these days as big celebrations. We move to a certain district, there is eating, there is drinking, there are allowances. But these then, starting the 1st of this very month, these days cease to be celebrated in that manner. And so I want to bring in Katumba. With this method that we're adjusting to, where maybe you meet at, the president gives a speech, and then a few of you are invited there, how are we creating the excitement among Ugandans?
Thank you, moderator. That's a very good question. People used to jump, dance, move across the country.
Make some money.
But now, something very serious to note for us. We have a government policy that came up in a way, first of all, to reduce cost so that we can save that money. For the investment, I told you, you save those billions, but saving it does not disadvantage Ugandans from celebrating the days we are talking about. Government has got a policy now of celebrating some of these big days using what we call the virtual system. You remain where you are and information is reaching you. This is why we are talking about science and technology. You are in Ibundibujo, you are where, and through this TV channel, you are able to see, that activities are taking place. The president, from the minister responsible, now in this case we have the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development. And the line minister strictly for this celebration is the Honorable Amos Rugolobi, the minister in charge of planning. But of course the ministry has other ministers. Top in the ministry is Honorable Henry Musasis. You're already aware, and I know Ugandans are aware, because these people have just sworn in by the president. So, why did we go virtual? Uganda prioritizes health of its citizens. Health is very critical. For you to develop the country, you must have a health population. And now knowing that we are in the situation of the Ebola pandemic, you cannot gather people, because when you gather people, you escalate, you aid the virus to attack more people. So that is again one of the things that are making these arrangements be organized the way they are being organized. But it's still a light of hope. Ugandans should not lose hope. We shall reach them out. Dr. Miss, I know, will explain more on what arrangements we have for this World Population Day. But for me, I want to give people some little history. Last year, we were in Kayunga, and His Excellency, the President, attended. And we thank him for that. The President has committed a lot of energy, a lot of effort, all his life on the population of Uganda to be healthy, to be hardworking, so that we can develop our country as the population of Uganda. So, now this day, Doctor has talked about the theme, and we are talking about technology, science, and all those. But some activities are being done on ground, as you will explain more. But me, I want to bring it to the attention of all Ugandans that according to the policy that we have, if by God's grace we get the President in the State House to read the statement of the day, to encourage Ugandans on population issues, that will be good for us. But in the event that we've not gone there, we intend on Saturday, which is July 11th, to gather all the media in Uganda, starting with UBC, at the media center, Uganda Media Center. And I'm calling upon all Ugandans to be alert as we're announcing this. At the Uganda Media Center. That's where we shall converge and then reach out to Ugandans. Let them know what are some of the things they have to embrace as we celebrate this great day. A country that does not look at its population will have challenges in development, because for you to plan, for you to allocate money, for you to divide your resources, you must know the number of people you are going to manage. Even in the family, for you to manage your family well, you must know which people you are working for and which people. A virtual celebration, and we are calling upon all Ugandans to be part of this celebration. Okay. So I will pass to Doctor to tell us more on what is in place.
Well, Doctor, before even you go to more of what is going to be done to celebrate, usually for such days, we have build-up activities to these days. I don't know, as National Planning Authority or as government, as we gear up for the 11th of this very month to celebrate World Population Day, have you had previous engagements, activities?
Thank you, moderator. Actually, this one that we are doing is one of our appearance here is one of the build-up events. But just to give you a little bit, World Population Day, there are a lot of build-up activities. One, we identify a specific district where we shall anchor most of our activities. You know very well that for fairness, every statistical region is given an opportunity to host the World Population Day, and it's done on a rotation where we pick, using an objective method, a district to host. This year's turn was for Kigezi region, where our assessment ended up selecting Rubanda district as the host. Now, just like my colleague Mr. Katumba indicated, that this year we are following government's advice on two things. One, on not spending money on National Day celebrations. And that one we are doing. So we shall not have these massive congregations and the dancing and the eating that you were talking about. Rather, we have chosen to invest more in targeted high impact community projects in the host districts that we can as well scale up to other districts, given that they're already in the National Development Plan 4. So after selecting the district, we've been doing a lot of community engagements. We've done a lot of media talk shows, and even here. And this time, we are mainly listening to other people, other stakeholders. Yesterday, we were listening to different constituencies of stakeholders speaking about the issues that are impacting on their well-being. We had local governments, we had youth, we had the content creators, the creatives. Today we are also going to engage the creative industry as well. Mr. Moderator, this year we are having 3 investment areas within the community that is hosting. We are investing in menstrual hygiene management in schools.
Okay.
So we are going to provide equipment that make reusable sanitary towels in primary schools and secondary schools in Uganda to help young girls make their own towels such that they don't drop out of school because of poor sanitary hygiene. For PDM in Rwanda, we are scaling up the shareable surface irrigation pump, which is an innovation of the Science, Technology and Innovation Ministry. We are going to identify cooperatives having PDM beneficiaries, where we are going to distribute these shareable pumps, and they will be shared amongst different farmers. We are investing in maternal and child health. We are facelifting one of the very busy health center 3s. We are equipping it with incubators for prenatal babies. We are providing delivery beds and other assorted equipment. The Ministry of Health is supporting us with mobility for people with disabilities. We are going to give out a lot of wheelchairs. We've been blessed with different partners. Uganda Communications Commission is giving very many computers to schools, and they are also equipping a community center where we can have a common user facility where young people can always go and search and do research. We are also working with Science, Technology and Innovation Ministry. They are going to train young people and business people in Rwanda on a tool which they've innovated, which they call Kibalo tool. This is based on His Excellency's idea that before people invest or make any decision to invest, they must do Kibalo first. So these ideas have been coded and turned into a software where a young man can say, okay, I want to add value to tomatoes. How much might I make? So they just fill in information, and this tool does the Kibalo and give this information. The United Nations Population Fund is holding a youth exhibition on Friday, 10th, and we invite Ugandans to come and watch the most innovative young people on 10th, on Friday, at the UNFPA offices on Yusuf Rule Road. Yes.
Well, quite a number of events and activities going to be happening. The people of Rwanda are very blessed, according to what you're doing there. Now, the mothers that have been having issues, you give birth to these babies, if there is not enough nursery facilities, the baby would die. Now, because of this wonderful day, we are seeing this. Now, I'll just give each one of you a minute. Please, we must move out of here, beginning with Katumba.
Thank you very much, moderator. In the first place, I want to thank government His Excellency the President, the Cabinet, the Ministers, for all that they are doing to provide this enabling environment. You're already aware that in the past, you do not have this, you talk the way you want, and you walk away free. But we are here to talk, to enable Ugandans to listen, understand, and get the facts right, and then we can put a brick on our country. So I thank them. But I want to emphasize a very fundamental point before we get off. Dr. Miss Mugendawala has talked about the issue of parish development model.
PDM.
You remember I talked about growing the economy $500 billion so that everybody is in the money economy. This was a deliberate action by His Excellency the President, the Cabinet, and the 11th Parliament that passed this budget to enable Ugandans get money and set up income generating projects. I want to thank all those Ugandans who have used this money well. They are talking, they are moving in the line the President and all other Ugandans want. And I also want to call upon those Ugandans who are still fearing to get into investment to quickly come in. Because now at the end of it all, you are seeing government priorities. We are talking of health, we are talking of science, we are talking about a skilled population, and we are talking all these things that will enable them come up, the population of Uganda. Now, coming back to this day, I'm calling upon all Ugandans, because the theme is talking about technology. We as National Planning Authority, we are doing all it takes under our Minister, Amos Rugolobi, under our Chairman, Professor Pamela Mbabas, and the board, and also under our Executive Director, Dr. Joseph Muvala. You know, here you know him more as Katokiro, and staff. We are doing all it takes to ensure that whatever Dr. Miss has mentioned, a provision of the water system, provision of the neonatal bay and delivery beds in the hospitals down there in Rwanda, and also the issue of, he talked about the Chibalo program, all those, we are doing all it takes to put them there. To put, and the leaders, to put this to good use. Because it's one thing to put it there, and it's another one to put it to good use and serve the purpose it was put for. So all Ugandans, wherever you are, be on the televisions, be on the radios, to be part of the entire world so that we can celebrate this World Population Day. Before I get off, allow me also to thank the development partners we've worked with. UNFPA, this is a UN agency that is coordinating population, that is working with us on population matters. They've done well, they have done good. We thank them so much, and all the other partners in this cause. Thank you so much for all you've done, and please get there come July 11th. Wherever you will be, even if you are on your phone, on account of the technology we are talking about, you will be able to celebrate, because we shall be relaying live activities that are what? Happening. So don't you say, for me, I'm this way, I can't access your phone.
Thank you so much, Katumba. Dr. Amis, as we move out of here.
Thank you very much. Moderator, I want to say, Ugandans, we do have a gift, that is the people. The world, the rest of the world is losing the future workforce. The fertility rates have declined elsewhere, as we are having the people. But this gift God has invested in. And the World Population Day is a climax of events that celebrate investment in our people. Kindly join us on 10th at the UNFPA, on 11th at the Media Center, and also in Rwanda as we launch the World Population Day Community Projects. Thank you very much for listening to us.
Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time. And of course, our viewer, thank you so much for being with us all the way from 6:30 till now. We do appreciate. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sending in your views on our various social media platforms. Now, see you tomorrow. Have the best of your day. May the good Lord bless you.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala. This is Good Morning Uganda Extra.
PM on your public broadcaster.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't go.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000. Or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Are you looking for a home away from home? Then this is the place for you. My name is Chini Kaji, and welcome to Hotel Le Confidential.
With 84 comfortable rooms where you can relax and feel safe. Each room has a lovely view of green vegetation, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and a tasty breakfast.
Children can have fun at our kids water park and our kids play area. You can also enjoy our world-class health club, spa, sauna, gym, boutique, and sky blue swimming pool.
Thank you for choosing Hotel Le Confidential, where every stay is unforgettable. Come and stay in comfort, right at home, today, tomorrow, and always.